Now it's up to you. You can do whatever the hell you want. But you decided to click on this video, and that means that you understand that this thing ain't easy. You need some guidance. And first off, I want to let you know I'm just your brother. I don't have all the answers. And I'm in this journey with you. All right? And that's important for me to say. But being 22, I've been doing this for 4 years now. When I turned 18, I was happy, but I also knew that it came with responsibilities. It came with accountability. It came with me understanding that this is my life and nobody's gonna make the decisions for me. You know, at 18, man, I made some big decisions. I decided to leave home. I went to New York, chased my dreams, went to college, and I, graduated just now. Got my degree in communications, and I'm using that gift to communicate with you. And, at 18, you got the privilege to work things out how you want to work things out. Or maybe some of y'all don't. Maybe you got familial obligations. But I still urge you to do the best that you can to chase those dreams and goals, man. Because you were given those dreams and goals for a reason. You're here for a reason. And that's what you're supposed to be doing on this earth. You want to be a singer, a dancer. You want to go ahead and, be in politics. You want to do whatever, man. You want to be a doctor, a lawyer. You want to be a YouTuber. You want to do content creation. Use your communication skills. It's important for you to go forward. You 18, there's no more baby in you. There's nobody else that's going to tell you what to do and when to do it. You got to start creating your own schedule. You got to start doing things that work for you. You can't copycat nobody. You can't do it nobody else's way. You can be inspired by them. You can look at what they do and see if it works. If you like that, you can start asking questions and, maybe go in that direction. But nobody's going to really hold your hand no more. It's really up to you to go your own way, do your own thing, be your own man, be your own person. And it's important for me to say that because when I say chase your dreams, it sounds like it's childhood stuff. It's like, wait, I'm an adult now. I still get to chase my dreams. Yeah, bro, this is the time to do that. Y'all leaving high school, y'all leaving college. It's time for you to lock in on what you want to do. Ask yourself for real, now that you're an adult, what do you want out of this life? What do you want to do? What impact do you want to make on the world? What impact do you want to have on your family? Whether people believe in you or not is irrelevant. If people believed in you or not when you were a kid mattered more. Because we would think and we would, we'd be like, if you don't think I could do it, all right, man, we take that to heart. But now that you're an adult, it's like other people's opinions, it don't matter. You got to lock in. You got to do you. You got to be yourself. You got to do what works for you. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. What's a small example? I might like to work out 6 days out the week. I tell that to people and they're like, bro, that's crazy. Like, why are you working out? Because they not understanding everything is perspective. You like to work out 4 or 5. That works for your body. You're in tune. You went to your doctor's appointments. I went to mine. I know what I can handle. You know what you can handle. It's an understanding that everybody's different. Everybody gonna do the things that they want to do in their life. And you got the right to do that as long as, the morality factor is good. You can't be going out here just partying, effing off, and just getting drunk because you an adult now. That's not the pathway that you should be going down. But to each his own. And I know people who have done that and they've gotten nowhere. They still feel like they 15. They still feel like they 16. They haven't seen growth because they didn't put in the work to have the growth. They didn't go through the tests. See, now that you're an adult, you're going to go through tests. You're going to go through difficulty. You're going to go through a lot of tests. But you have to keep pushing through because the test is what's going to give you the testimony. The fact that you can make it through the difficult moments, the fact that you can make it through the difficult times, that's where you see growth. There are a lot of people, they shrink during those difficult times and they do what everybody else is doing. So it's easy to party. It's easy to stay at your parents' house and not work towards having your own place. That's easy. You don't have to have your own place right away. You just turn into an adult. You're an adult. It takes years. It takes time to build your finances, to go into this economy in this world and have your own. That's not an easy thing to do, but that should be something that's on your list to work towards. That's all I'm saying. And you have people who still living in their parents' house forever and ever, amen, because they don't want to put in the work. Now, it's different if you have a plan, no matter what age you are. If you have a plan to move out, that's different. I ain't speaking to you. But those of y'all that don't have a plan, start making a plan. Because it's important when you can go home, you got your own keys, and you coming home, and it's your place, and you worked for it, and you earned it. That should be part of your hopes as an adult, is to have your own. Have your own goals, have your own dreams. There's a lot of people, man, when I went to college, college is full of young adults, and everybody was doing, a lot of people, when I say a lot, I'm talking about at least 60%. I'm majoring in this because this is what my parents want me to do. This is what my family wants me to do. And it's a little bit disheartening because it's like, man, what do you want to do? Because when you follow your heart, when you follow what you're supposed to do, then you'll see success through that. I know in my bones, I'm supposed to be doing YouTube, amongst other things, but YouTube for certain. That's my purpose, is to get on this camera, to inspire people, and to let them know their potential, to let them know that they can do this, to encourage them. I get joy in doing that. And so I know that's what God sent me here to do. It's important to not ignore what God wants you to do. It's important to not ignore your own self. Don't ignore your goals and dreams. And a lot of people ignore it. And you just watching other people live out their goals and dreams. And you asking yourself, well, why can't that be me? Well, now you're an adult. Now it's your time to make it happen. It's your time to go after it. And while you're doing that, yeah, you're an adult. You got to make sure that you have some type of income coming in. Maybe you work in 1 job, 2 jobs, to put the lights on so you can have something for yourself. That's part of the real world too, man. It's the real world. It's not easy. People can't do the work for us. We out here, we showing up, we going to work, we putting in the work, we working overtime. But remember, every test has a testimony. Every test has a testimony. You're going to learn very quickly that everybody that smiles with you ain't with you. You're going to learn very quickly that you can't tell your goals and dreams to everybody. I will keep it private until it's permanent. I had goals of being on YouTube. I never told people I want to do YouTube. I just went and did it. I popped out and showed them. Because it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to do it. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to actually go ahead and, make it happen. And I'm the type of person that wants to make it happen. So I'm just letting you know, when you a young adult and you got dreams and goals and you going after it, a lot of people not going to be happy for you because they're miserable. They're in a rat race. They're stuck. They're not going after their goals and dreams. They're not making time to go after their goals and dreams. They're not working overtime. They're not putting in extra work. They're not putting in the extra grind. They don't want to have their own place. They stagnant. They've been in the same place. They've been doing the same things and, for 10 years. And listen, it's good to do the same things for 10 years if it's positive things, like reading scripture, having a relationship with the Lord, with God, You know what I'm saying, bro? Believing in yourself for 10 years, going to the gym for 10 years, eating your eggs, your protein, your smoothie, your protein shake for 10 years, bro. That's good. That's called consistency and discipline. But I'm talking about effing off. I'm talking about going to the clubs. I'm talking about partying for 10 years. At a certain point, you're going to have to grow up. And you an adult, what comes with that is you want to try things. You want to try that. You want to try this. You want to try hanging around this person. You want to try doing all that. But I would just tell you to go at your own speed. You don't got to match nobody else's speed. You just got to match your speed. You got to do your thing. Because at the end of the day, everything is it's moving. Nothing is really permanent at the end of the day. Everything's moving. The only constant is change, bro. I was just in college, now I'm out. That's what it is. That's what it comes with. Things move, things change. And now I'm an alumni, going after my goals, going after my dreams, hopefully inspiring y'all to do the same. Everything in this world, bro, when you an adult, you start to recognize that it's earned. You got to earn it. You got to earn your flowers. You got to earn your respect. You got to earn a better life. You got to earn these things. And to be real, bro, life ain't always fair. Bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. But good things happen to good people who put in that good work as well. And bad things happen to bad people who not putting in work as well. And so the correlation is, if you a good person, if you locked in, if you putting in the work, if you showing up, something could come from that. You just got to have faith. You just got to believe. I look at nature, I see these big, big trees, but they tall, probably 30 feet tall, 25 feet tall, 20 feet, 40 feet tall. And we wonder, how is this tree able to get so strong and grow and get so tall? But it was just seed. A small seed. It started off small. It started off as a small plant, but it continued to grow and blossom. As an adult, right now, you don't got much. You may not have a lot of, as an early adult, as a young adult, right? You may not have a lot. You may not have a lot in your bank account. You may not have a lot of people supporting you, believing in you, inspiring you, praying for you, looking out for you, You may not have a lot, but it's going to keep growing as long as you keep showing up. Your life is going to keep getting better as long as you keep showing up. As an adult, you start to realize that the work you put in equals the success that you get out. The work you put in, the more you show up, the more results that you may have. And I say may because it may not come, bro. That's a reality. But if you do nothing, then nothing will happen. If you do something, then something might happen. That's the tough reality of the world. I could start a YouTube channel and it could not work. That happened to my last YouTube channel. I started again. This time it worked. I never gave up. I kept showing up. And maybe it could have failed again. And what would I have done? Shown up again. And you just got to have that heart to keep showing up every single day, every single second, every single minute of this life. Because nobody's going to do it for you, man. Nobody going to make that YouTube channel for you. Nobody going to make that, that money for you. Nobody going to make your dreams come true for you. Nobody going to build a relationship with God for you. These are things that you got to do yourself, man. There's certain things that you got to do yourself. There's certain things that's just, it's not inherited. A lot of us don't have inheritance. A lot of us don't have anything that came from grandparents that probably passed away, great grandparents that passed away. We just had to do what we got to do. A lot of us don't have money. A lot of us don't have much, but like I said, it's going to continue to grow as you continue to grow as a person, as an individual. And when you're an adult, please don't shy away from the hard times. You need those hard times. That's what's going to build character. Everybody wants safety, but you got to earn safety. Safety's earned. Safety meaning what? A safe amount of money coming in. I know where I stay. I know where I live. I know what I'm making. Safety. Safety. You're not worrying about how you're gonna pay the bills. But when you a young adult, when you just became an adult, you gotta understand you're gonna be worrying about everything. Cause nothing right now is really set up for you. You setting it up yourself. You putting this piece together, bringing it here, putting that piece together, bringing it here, finding a place you want to live, doing what you want to do, figuring out what works for you. It's a lot of figuring out. But I hope you have a foundation. Here's the key. As you figure out your life and you figure out what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to be, you have to have some sort of foundation. The foundation you got to have, for me, this is my personal list, because I can't tell you what to do. I could only tell you what I do and hope that can help you along your journey, right? What helps me is my foundation, God, putting my purpose first, making sure I'm taking care of my family, keeping up with my family, and keeping that solid. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't worried if people like me. I'm not worried about people's opinions. I'm not worried if I ain't pop up to the party lately. I ain't trying to pop out at nobody party, man. I'm just trying to create a party on my own. Party of life, being grateful for life, doing the right things. So when you put God first for me, that's going to help you, give you some sort of direction, some sort of morality in this life. There's a lot of immorality going on. And sometimes we need some sort of morality in this life, in this world. For us, for ourselves. It's a personal choice. And for me, I need that morality, that guidance, just to make sure I'm doing the right things. I'm not going to be perfect, but I need that guidance. And God is going to be that guidance for me, right? Putting my purpose first. So my purpose can alter, change, and purpose can expand, and purpose could be multiple things. So if you're in college, your purpose is to get a degree. If you can also do something on the side, like I did, start a YouTube channel, you can do that too. If you got the time, the energy, and the mindset for it. You can have a small business. You want a clothing brand, you want whatever you want to do, you can do that too. You don't have to be defined or stuck to just one thing. You can do multiple things, but you want to just lock in as well. You don't want to get too distracted. You can have so many purposes that you start to lose track on the projects that you're working on. So you want to have direction. Like I said, let God lead you. That can help be your direction. Okay, you're in college, focus on your degree. You're in high school, focus on getting your high school diploma. You want to do a skill or trade, then get that skill, learn that trade. It's that simple, bro. Like, we can't overcomplicate the purpose. We can't overcomplicate what the purpose is. The purpose is, how can you be purposeful in your life right now? That's all that means, bro. Well, okay, right now I just graduated, so how can I be purposeful? I need to keep grinding. I need to keep working. I need to keep showing up, so I can provide for myself, my family, and my loved ones. It's that simple. That's my purpose right now. Keep grinding, keep showing up, so I can provide for my family, my loved ones. That simple. and repeat that just like I did. Repeat it so you understand it, so you understand it, so you overstand it, so the movements that you do can align with your purpose, so what you want to do in this life can align with your purpose. Part of my purpose is to inspire people, is to help people. So how can I do that? Oh, okay, invest in a camera, invest in good audio. Let's go talk to the people, just press record, talk to it. You don't gotta do no heavy editing, you don't gotta do no heavy cutting. Just be real, be authentic, because that's lacking in society. Be yourself. Okay, boom. Now we here for purpose-driven men. You an adult now, bro. What does that mean? That means that it's step by step. You don't gotta have everything figured out. You're not Superman, you're not perfect, you're not Jesus, bro. You don't gotta have everything figured out. You're not Yeshua. It's okay. You just gotta one step with God, bro. One step. Okay, Tuesday, one step. All right, Wednesday, one step. All right, Thursday, one step. All right, cool. Friday, one step. Like it's one step, one step, one step. We trying to do 20 different steps at once, and that's what's gonna bring us all the way back. We trying to do too much. That's what's gonna bring us back. We gotta be simple with this, because life's gonna get complicated. So that means that we gotta stay simple so we can move through the complications. We gotta stay focused. That's what that means. We gotta stay driven. That's what that means. And when you driven, you gonna make it through the test, because there will be tests. You gonna get tested by your friends, your so-called friends. You gonna get tested by life. You gonna get tested by, okay, you say you wanna go to the gym. Let me put this cookie in front of you. Let me see what you gonna do. Right? You say you wanna work out this week. Let's put this pizza in front of you, bro. You don't even know how the pizza be in front of you. It just happens, don't it? Temptation. You gonna get tested. You wanna lock in. Let me put all these other things around you to get you out of being locked in, to open up that lock and make you a shell of yourself. You know? Make you not be on the grind. So temptation's gonna be everywhere. You gonna be tested all the time, bro. But it's all about locking in. It's all about making the decision to show up regardless of what's going on, regardless of how life is moving or looking, regardless of your temporary situation, you know, regardless of how you feel in that moment. You still got to show up as a man and put in the work, because if you don't put in the work, then you don't survive, bro. And that's the tough truth. And ain't nobody gonna survive for you. Even people that love you, people that you talk to all the time, they not gonna send you no money. They not gonna look out for you like that. That's very rare. And if they do, make sure you appreciate them, because they don't have to, because you an adult. And it's a cutthroat world. Everybody trying to survive themselves. But they don't really look out for you, bro. They trying to look out for themselves. They trying to look out for their family. You have to go ahead and do the same for you. You got to look out for you. That don't mean when you make it, you not helping nobody. You can change the script. You can change the game. Because you've been working so much, because you've been pouring into yourself so much, because you passed the test and you have testimony, you can help people. It could be monetarily. It could be through your purpose. It could be through what God put on your heart to do on this earth. It could be whatever. Without the test, bro, there's no testimony. There's no testimony. That means there's no story. There's no story. That means there's no character. Nobody knows the plot, the beginning, the middle, the end. Nobody knows who you are. There's no substance to you. So everything that we go through in life, bro, is going to be a test. Things are going to get difficult. Things are probably just getting started for you. You thought it was hard last year. This year is probably harder. Next year might be even tougher. But if you can make it through all the hardships, then you know that things are going to get better, because there's no testimony without the test. The test, the difficulties, the hardships. A lot of us make it through that. And the ones that make it through are the ones that keep pushing through. The ones that have a no-quit mentality, a no-quit attitude. You know? Things can't stop us, man. Life can't stop us. Like, difficulties can't stop us. You know, bad weather for today not gonna stop me from coming outside. Beautiful weather won't stop us. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop us from grinding. Get us off track. Oh, the sun's out, so now I just want to have fun when you know you had to lock in today. So it doesn't matter what the weather is. It doesn't matter if there's a storm. You still showing up. You still being consistent. Those that have that type of mindset usually make it through the storm. I really want y'all to pass the test. And the reason why is because I want y'all to have the testimony. The testimony. The testimony to say I made it through. Sometimes we go through difficulties because we got to inspire people to go through it too. Sometimes we've been through hardships so other people can go through hardships as well. It's not just about you. It's bigger than you. Maybe God is using your story to help somebody else and let them know that they can do it. And it ain't maybe, it's for sure. There is no testimony without the test. Ain't no testimony without the test. And you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. But as an adult, man, especially as a man, ain't nobody gonna really look out for you, bro. That's the tough truth. You gotta learn to look out for yourself. That's why it's important to budget your money. You can't waste it. You can't be spending it on frivolous things. You can't be spending it on partying. You can't be spending it on getting all these shoes. You know, maybe you get one pair of new shoes every 6 months, every year. Maybe it can't be every 3 month thing because you just don't got the funds. That's up to you, what you got in your account and how you budget. You an adult now, bro. That means a whole lot of things. But the number one thing that it means is that you got to have some sort of foundation so you don't get lost in this world. Some sort of navigation. One thing that's important is knowing where you're going. You may not have all the details on how to get there, but you got to know where you're going, bro. Even if it's something simple as I'm going towards success. Now your brain is wired to look for success. Look for the blueprint of success. Look for how to be successful and do successful things. But if you an adult and you saying, all right, I'm an adult now, I'm just trying to get effed up. I'm trying to party. I'm trying to get drunk. I'm trying to get lit. Because who gonna tell me what? Well, now you gonna look for those things. God's gonna open doors for the other God. Feel me? The devil gonna open doors for you, bro. The lower God, he gonna open doors for you, bro. All right, you want to do all right, cool. Go party every weekend. I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm not saying you can't go to a function or go to a party and have a good time with good people. But if that's all you looking for, you enter this spiral of your mindset being wired in a way where your lower self, not your better self, not your higher self, not the person that's trying to connect with God, but your lower self, your flesh, your desires, the devil, your flesh, your desires is looking where? Looking for the next party. Always. You know, I had peers like that. You know, I'm in college. I had peers like that. What's the move? What's the next party? What we doing? Ain't nobody brought up scripture. You know, even people who I knew had different beliefs. Nobody brought up, you know, let's just talk about God. Let's talk about our beliefs. You know, and it wasn't no Bible study, you know, and I was like, damn, I can't be around that type of energy because every time they ain't even checking up on me. Every time it's just, what's the party gonna be? And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to build a relationship with God. I'm trying to lock in. And so people wonder why I'm an introvert, but it's like I just went my own way because y'all kept going that way, and y'all have every right to do that. I can't tell you what to do, but hopefully I can inspire y'all by going this way, and then y'all see how life changed for me, and then y'all could come this way too when y'all ready. And that takes leadership, loneliness, you know, it do. It does. It takes leadership and loneliness. And now that you're an adult, you might feel how I felt. You might get lonely. Loneliness is real, bro. Especially when you have goals, especially when you're purpose driven, especially when you're locked in. You might feel lonely. You might feel like nobody else is on this journey with you. And that's okay. And that's okay because at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. You get to see your goals come true. You get to see your dreams come true. As an adult, you got to realize you can't take everybody with you. Not everybody going to come with you. Not everybody's going to reach the summit with you. Not all the friends you have right now is going to make it with you to the end. You have to surround yourself around good people. You got to wire your mind to be positive and optimistic so you can look for the positive things that's working in your life. As an adult, you're going to learn real quick to be grateful. Grateful for being a child. You ain't had to think about much, you know? You ain't had to think about much. Now you got to think about more. For me, that's a good thing. You just embrace the next phase of your life, man. Just embrace the next phase of your life. As an adult, you're going to understand your parents more. You're going to learn to forgive them if they didn't do too good. You're going to learn to understand what they was going through. Understand the struggle. If you ain't had a parent that was there, you're going to learn to understand why they wasn't there. Because you're going to see how tough life is for yourself. You may not agree with their decisions, but you can understand that there's no blueprint to adulting. So this whole video, I hope there was some gems in it. But this ain't the blueprint. This ain't the blueprint. You're going to have to create your own, because that's the truth about being an adult. You got to create your own blueprint for what works for you in your life. Malique's blueprint can only do so much for you when it's your life. I can only inspire. Do we know what the word inspire means? Spark. I can only spark something that's already in you. He inspired me to go to the gym. It was already in you to go to the gym. You just needed that spark. I'm glad I could be that spark, that catalyst, but now it's up to you to keep it running. I could inspire you to go to the gym on Monday, but what about Tuesday? Something got to be in you. It got to keep burning. As an adult, you got to keep burning. You got to keep going. The fire has to be everlasting within you. The fire has to be everlasting. The fire has to keep going. The fire has to keep burning. And don't let nobody water that fire out. Don't let nobody take your dreams away from you. Don't let nobody tell you or ask you, why you holding on to those dreams? Why you holding on to those goals? Tell them right back, because that's what God sent me here to do. Amen. So as an adult, you also don't want to lose your inner child. You don't want to lose your inner child. It's okay to have dreams. It's okay to have goals. It's okay to play video games from time to time when you finish all the work, when you finish all the grind and things that you have planned. Don't lose that inner child, bro. That's what's going to keep you happy. That's what's going to keep you focused. That's what's also going to keep you driven. I want y'all to stay motivated. I want y'all to understand that now that you're an adult, man, it's time to turn up, bro. Turning up in the best ways, in the healthiest ways. Eating healthy, taking care of yourself, going to the gym. You got all the time in the world to self-improve now. There's no excuse. Now you focused on you. You focused on what you want to do. You focused on getting a job, making some money for yourself. Eventually, that's going to help your family. You might want a family one day. You want to be the type of man that your kids can be proud of. You got to start thinking about that from now. From now. Some of y'all might already have kids, 18, 19, got kids already. You got to start being the type of man that your kid can be proud of. Look in your kids' eyes and understand that they dependent on you. Life is real. Responsibilities. Now you learning how to be responsible for yourself, for your life. Now you learning how to be accountable for yourself. As an adult, you gonna understand why mama said we got food at the crib. It's only something you can understand as an adult. Like I said, as an adult, we're gonna understand, bro, why mama said we got food in the fridge. Yeah, bro. Growing up, man, you start to realize, man, damn, you know what? Forget bump McDonald's. You know, bump McDonald's, bro. We got food at the crib, man. You just start to understand the intricacies of life. You know, can't just get something because you want it. Do you really need it? You start to understand wants versus needs. You know, you got to go through that, man. You got to go through that struggle, man. You got to go through it. And I'm just happy that you clicked on this video. You watched this video. I'm happy that you're an adult, you know, and it really is all about your mindset as well. You know, welcome to the adult club, man. Woohoo. 18 plus, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, like young adults, 26, like these young adults, man, like still got to put in that work, still got to grind. But, you know, you got this, man. You just got to have that mindset, man, where it's like, I'm going to go and get it no matter what. Nobody's going to take away my blessings that's meant for me. Like, you guys have to say these affirmations, these positive words that are true, to yourselves every day. You just can't care about people's opinions. Like, at the end of the day, bro, we all human on this earth. Ain't nobody better. People just putting in the work. Some people not putting in the work. Some people putting in the work, they get their blessings. Some people putting in the work, they don't have as much blessings, but they still grateful for life and they still showing up. And either way, man, putting in the work just means showing up for yourself, showing up for your younger self who had all those dreams and goals, showing up for him too, showing him that it's possible, showing up for yourself, showing up for your family, letting yourself know that it's possible, letting your family know that it's possible, man, putting people on the blessings. Just understand, bro, you an adult. It's on you now. A lot of it is on you now, but you're capable. God can't give you something that you can't handle, G. As long as you got him, you can handle anything. You're capable. You're more than capable, man. I believe in y'all. I may not know you personally, but I believe in you because we share this one thing, and it's called life. And we share something else, and it's the purpose-driven mindset. I love you guys. Y'all my brothers. I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace.